What's good, YouTube? Dub Digital. Crypto news, macro trends. Give me a subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to get daily altcoin technical analysis. Today we're going to talk about in the macro environment, how it's affecting our crypto bags. It's hurting our crypto bags. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's get this non-crypto stuff out of the way so you don't leave the channel. Right, guys, we went over this one time before. DXY, that's the index that tracks the relative strength of the US dollar against other fiat currencies like the yen and the euro. I check this first, before anything. I check all these that I'm gonna show you every single morning. DXY is very important, especially right now. Basically, if the dollar strengthens, other things become cheaper. If the dollar weakens, other things strengthen it. So if you know that this is integral in pretty much dictating the overall direction of other assets, it's very important that you go and look at the dollar. So if you zoom in here really quick, pretty much 2018 over 2020. I talked about this earlier. This is a broadening structure. It fell out around June of 2020 and dropped approximately 4%. And then I drew a secondary structure, which was like a coiling kind of triangle thing, right? That fell out as well. It fell about 1%, and now we have a bounce of about 1%. The reason we're doing this, why are we bouncing? What's going on? Why is the dollar like more expensive than not? Every time an asset falls, there's bounces because people are contrarians and they want to pick up assets when they're undervalued, not knowing that there's more left to fall. I expect there to be bounces all along this for the next 2 years or so, especially when we come down here towards the end of 2020. Got to be careful. The overall direction of DXY, in my belief, is down. Look at all the things that are happening. All this money printing, the Fed printing trillions of dollars, stimulus going out to people. Tell me how, when the stock market crashed for the first time, the dollar went up very extremely, right? It went up to 102, 101 or so. Typically, since I've been tracking the dollar, has been like since here to here, right? So typically the dollar has ranged between like 96, 98, 94. That structure broke and now we're 92s. I believe we'll be at the 88s, and a very, very bad case scenario 80, and we could still go below that, but let's just say 80 so I don't freak y'all out. In this case, this was the 2017 bull run, and the dollar dropped approximately from its highest point to its lowest point 14%. Currently the dollar has only dropped about 9%. Down here my first stopping target's 13%, and all the way down here is 21%. Time will tell. These are all projections. It can go a lot of different ways, but just know, typically for what we've seen on bounces, even during the last bull run in crypto, the biggest bounce was 2%. Right now we're at 1%. So can this thing double up? Yeah, that's gonna mean bleeding in the crypto. But after that will be a monetary response from the Fed, probably to print more money. More money equals a weaker dollar, which Trump has said he wants multiple times. And that's what I think will spur the continued descent of the dollar. Next, we got West Texas Crude, WTI. There's a bunch of crude oil indexes that you can use on TradingView. I use WTI because it's like most indicative of what's going on with the shale industry in America right now. If you guys don't know, America's big into fracking oil. I highlighted in this circle here the last crypto bull run. This is 2017 and 2018. Notice this, guys. You need to pay attention because we now have established that the dollar is gaining, it's bouncing. So I'm showing you different assets to show you how they respond to that rise in the dollar. It makes sense. Even though it's scary, if you notice the pattern, it makes sense. And if you understand the pattern, you can use that to know when you should invest, when you should hold off. It just gives you another data point. Right here we got gold, the precious metal. Okay, if you guys don't know, gold has been breaking past its all-time highs. Its previous all-time high was like 1,900 bucks. This thing shot up $2,072 an ounce. And we've retraced so far back down approximately thus far about 7%. Again, this is due to dollar strength. All this breakout right here, this rise in gold price wasn't just gold getting magical and saying I'm special, screw y'all. That was because of dollar weakness. You see how this works, guys? Dollar weakness, assets go up because the dollar is worth less. Gold is worth a value of the dollar. So if dollar weakens, gold goes up. Dollar strengthens, gold goes down. All right, guys, we got the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is an index of selected companies that gives like a certain look and perspective to the US economy. So Dow Jones, this thing's been going up. Talk about just mooning. Talk about a moon, man. If you got into this thing in the 70s, this thing went up like what, 36,000%. If the stock market was an altcoin, those returns were crazy. But if you notice, we've been having corrections all along the way. 2017 to now, like a series of drops, about 3. January 2018, November 2018. I remember all these, by the way. And then January 2020. So knowing that, the stock market, since all this stimulus, since all this printing, it arose about 33% from the death knell, man. It came down here and touched this support. Look at this support. We rose 33% against all the odds. Actually not, guys, because the dollar was weakening again in that period. And why was it weakening? The Fed was printing to stop the bleeding of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, to stop the bleeding of everything pretty much. So the Fed saves the day. Dollar weakness. We got 34%. Dollar strength now has only taken away 2% of the 33% we recently grew from dollar strength. All right, guys, finally we made it. Damn, took forever, huh? Crypto total market cap. This shows you all the money in crypto, every crypto, Bitcoin, altcoins, whatever coin you're talking about. This chart measures it. We dropped about almost 50%, and over the beginning of this year, we rose approximately 130%, guys. That's why it's very important to measure, man. 50% sounds like a lot, but when you show that it rose 130% from that point, obviously it's not that big a deal. Okay, keep it in perspective. So look, this thing dropped down because of dollar strengthening, like the first chart we looked at, about 15%. Again, cryptos are assets. They're like things, just like gold, just like the Dow Jones, just like anything, it goes down when dollar goes up. Inverse relationship. I also drew a line across here on the crypto market cap, but just know that perhaps this is a resistance support flip. Perhaps this is a resistance support flip after 2 years being under this trend line. Yes, it's gonna suck to get out of. Yes, we need some definite confirmations. But once it does, guys, look at the opportunity above it. And I just want to keep you guys focusing on the positive. There's a bunch of negative news y'all can go look at right now. Right, we got the Bitcoin, USD pair right here. We just look at the crypto market cap, saw that it went down significantly, and you see the same kind of action happening in Bitcoin because of dollar strength. I just want to make an emphasis to you how dollar strength affects everything. Don't look at everything as like individual. You just have to figure out how these things move because you know how to speak the language. And this is what we drew previously. We showed a triangle on Bitcoin jumped above. We thought might be like a resistance support flip up at the top here. That obviously fell through, broke through. The good thing is we're still at the previous support line here, and below is a historic event that has never happened before, and chances are probably won't happen again. All right, now we got the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. So this is basically a long way of saying Altcoin Market Cap. Look, I have these circled fractals here. That was another video I did where I think I'm expecting a huge drop off and then a run up similar to what happened in 2017. Previously, we dropped 23% prior to this part here. From the top of the body to the bottom of the body, we're down 15%. We dropped 23 here and only 15 here. Could there be more to go? History says there could be, but we're still sitting on this line. Let's see how the market cap of altcoins respect this line. But we all know that if Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down more because Bitcoin is the digital gold. That's where everyone flees to in times of panic. Right now we're in a time of panic, guys. I picked USD Tether because USDT is still the biggest stable coin used in crypto right now, okay? So this is a good indication. We look at altcoin market cap, we look at total market cap, and then we look at USDT market cap. The reason this is important is because yeah, Bitcoin dominance tells you how much money and how much is in Bitcoin compared to altcoins, but it doesn't tell you how much is sitting in stablecoins, right? And that tells you pretty much, this is indication to me how fearful the market is. Over the period of 2 years, we're at the highest point of people sitting in USDT. And if that does play out, that's great for them. They're gonna make a killing. But what if it doesn't, guys? What if Bitcoin and crypto takes off when no one's expecting it, like it's known to do over the years? These people will be left out, and in fact, that's a record amount of money in stablecoins sitting on the sidelines that will be FOMOing in. So it's hard to predict what happens, guys. That's why we don't. And I know I circled here, this is called a gap up, okay? So gap up is when something's moving so fast, the chart data can't really even register, and it just starts the next body up here. It's like, where'd it go? Dude, it's all the way up there? This was like record pace. This started in August. When did the dollar start strengthening? Towards the end of August. When did people start selling out of crypto and into dollar derivatives, USD Tether? End of August. Do you see the pattern here, guys? Crypto's going down. No, dollar's going up. All right, guys, hopefully that was helpful. I'm trying to give you the tools for you to check. I gave you like 7, 8 things right now that you can go and check every day. Because as time goes on, yeah, it's not gonna make sense in the beginning, but as you see something move out of place when it shouldn't, that's indication something's up. More importantly, guys, I'm Dub Digital. Crypto news, macro trends. Talk to y'all later. Peace.